Hey guys, what's up? It's Not a Sim Guru here. Welcome to my video. Today I am going to be trying out the Simsie Shell Challenge. In case you don't know, Lil Simsie, a YouTuber here, created a shell of a house, and our challenge is to make a house out of it without adding or deleting any exterior walls, but we can add roofing, furnishing, design, and everything else. I do want to apologize that the first 4 minutes of this video are very choppy. I'm not sure why it's like that, it just is, and I did try my best to figure out how to change that and actually make it work. And I couldn't figure it out, so that's why it's like this. Right now, I'm trying to figure out the roofing, because I wanted to do a little bit of maybe like a country wooden panel type of family home. But that does end up changing and make it into like a typical family home that you see. Um, a lot of the time with my roofing, I wanted to just make platforms so I could add those barriers around the roofing. Roofing isn't really my strong suit, but I think I made it work. I really enjoy how I used the type of roofing styles that I did because I wanted some balconies, but I didn't want too many balconies. And right here, I did want to make a greenhouse. I really thought that was a good size bump out to make a greenhouse because I wanted all the windows. I wanted you to see inside of it so you can see what was growing. And the front door I wanted really family style. This is where I decided that I wanted it to be a white and gray type of family home type of thing. Like one of those suburban that has the brick all over it, but still has the paneling on the side. What you're going to see a lot throughout this video is me jumping from place to place, redoing things, because as you can tell, I was just going in with wallpaper, figuring out where the stone would be. Now I just added foundation and stairs, and now I'm changing up the fencing. It's really bothering me that my video is so choppy right now because it came out really well in like the recording, so I have no idea why it's doing what it is now. But now, as you can see, I'm back to figuring out what I wanted to do for the roofing. I played around with some different styles, I believe, and ended up choosing this one because I think it matched the best in my opinion. Pillars are always like a touchy subject for me. I'm not really good at using them. In my head, I wanted to use more than one, but decided that the simplest way to go would be to use those I think from Get Together. Now here, I'm figuring out the paneling and the siding that I wanted to use. I do know that I wanted to have it white and gray, like I said previously, but there was one time coming up soon where I just couldn't get the corner pole that it comes with the wallpaper to line up right there, right next to the greenhouse on the bottom. I could not get it to line up, so you're going to see me play with it for a long period of time. I do end up getting rid of it though. I didn't like how it came out, and I think it's kind of stupid. So I took out all of that type of paneling that had that at the corners, and I just replaced it with just regular white paneling like you see me doing right now. A lot of my inspiration behind this house was from Miss Griffey on YouTube, Simsie, and Lil Simsie here on YouTube. I really enjoyed their versions of like a more traditional family home type of style, so that's really what I wanted to embark here. And one of the things that they do in their builds that I started doing in mine fairly recently was to add that bordering around the house like you see me currently doing. And for the longest time, I never knew how to get it around places where I had roofing. So what you just saw me do was put down like one of those decks onto the side, resize it the way I needed it to, and then place it right on top of the roofing so I could have that. And here you see me trying to figure out how I wanted my greenhouse to look. I added a bunch of windows, some doors, wanted to make things match, but in the end I do end up getting rid of it because it was taking up way too much space once I tried to figure out the layout of the house. Like here, I know I wanted stairs, and I know I wanted that stupid little rectangle in the center to be, because that does end up becoming a really tiny laundry room, which, yes, it is in the weirdest place to be a laundry room, because it's right next to where I put the dining room. But I made it work. It's fine, whatever. Because right there, I wanted it to be like a bathroom. That was my original thing, was bathroom, right there. And the floor plan does take me a very long time to do it. But like, dang, the way she made this was so tricky for me to make a floor plan. Like, I had ideas in mind, I knew what I wanted, but like, putting it all in one spot was so annoying. Oh, you did see me cut to this being put here. That's because I ended up recording this video in a few days of time. So there are some things that I forgot to put in, like I started doing the floor plan without actually hitting record. So you will see me jump around there. But I do end up figuring out a floor plan, and see, I do get rid of that greenhouse because it would be right on the left. Now we're trying to figure out windows. I did really want those big windows, but I felt like it was just too big. So I just put these normal house windows all over the place. As you can see, the video quality picked up a lot. It's a lot smoother. You can actually tell what's going on instead of it being really choppy. And like I said earlier, I did want a bunch of porches. So I have 3 porches. 2 of them are accessible. One of them is just an onlooker. The one currently in the backyard that you see is just an onlooker that you can see through the windows. But I did think it looked really nice with that window still there. I've always wanted to use this fence. I've always seen it in the brown swatch around the place, especially in like Soldell Valley and Strangerville and a bunch of other builds that I've seen. But I really wanted to use it but in white. I feel like the brown would have just stuck out, wouldn't have looked nice. And now we are on to my least favorite part of building houses, landscaping. I hate landscaping so much that I just normally don't do it. I normally put like 2 bushes, no trees. Like you won't see you might not, I don't even think there's a single tree in this. I think it's just a bunch of flowers. Oh, and I hate when you're trying to put down flowers and they just clip onto the foundation. So I ended up reducing the foundation, putting all the flowers down the way I wanted to, and just resized it, added the stairs again, and moved on with my day. Landscaping is my least favorite thing to do in this game. I don't do it. You will see me do it in my builds because, I mean, I want to get better at it, so like I have to practice it somehow. And in Lil Simsie's challenge video, she said that we couldn't delete any exterior walls or move them, and there were just so many walls that I just wanted to get rid of. Like anywhere you see a door and I have like a little like pillar type shape cut out of it, I just wanted to freak out. And my favorite thing to do while building a house is the bedrooms. I love doing bedrooms, so I thought it'd be fun for me to start in the bedroom, but what you're going to see me do shortly is completely stop doing this bedroom because I do get frustrated in trying to find colors that match in the way I wanted it to look. So I do end up moving on to the downstairs of the house and figuring out what I wanted to do in each room. Something you are going to see me do fairly regularly throughout this build is put in random items, go through the colors, and just see what they look like because I was actually paying really close attention to what I was putting down, and so there was items I've never seen before because I normally don't pay attention that much. But I really enjoyed looking at all these, and what you're going to see here is me put down 2 of the cat statues, one orange and one gray, and that's because I have 2 cats and they look exactly like that. And so I do end up deleting it from here, but I do end up putting those cats in another room in the house, so stay tuned to figure out where that is. And as you can see, got frustrated with the way the bedroom turned out, so I deleted everything and wanted to try again. And this time I thought it'd be fun to probably add a rug right there. And I probably went through 2 rugs, I guess. I don't remember. I built this days ago, especially this part of the build. So see, look, done with the upstairs, bothered me, so here I am. And there were so many angles in this house that I had no idea what to do with that. I think I just leave that like that. But I can tell you that this does not stay a kitchen. This does end up turning into the living room, and I'm really proud of how I made this living room turn out. And normally, with a refrigerator stove, I do tend to keep it white, but the white wouldn't go with this, so I did turn it into the gray, which I think is more realistic in my mind. Now, this is a very big kitchen. I think it's a ginormous kitchen for the type of house that it is. I do feel like I probably could have reshaped it to add maybe something different, but just to take up a lot of room in this kitchen to not make it seem so big, I did add that giant island, which I do put a bunch of chairs around as you see me trying to figure out right now. And since I do have like a new laptop, I figured out how to do the color changing swatches on the computer uh, keyboard without actually like clicking on the color tool and going through it, and I really enjoy. I'm going to start using that more. And what you're going to see in a lot of my builds is not much of clutter. Like I don't like doing that much of clutter. I like clean, minimalistic type of builds. So I do feel like I am going to put a minimal. I do feel like I'm going to put a minimalistic type of build on my channel very shortly. As you can see, I'm resizing different objects and putting them in different spots because I wanted to put the objects where I knew I wanted them in the kitchen. And later on, I do go in, like I am right now, and changing them up, putting them exactly precisely where I wanted them to be. And I am getting better at this move objects on placement because I do know that you have to move a certain, like the counter a certain space away in order for it not to clip onto the counter again. Especially this center thing. I'm not particularly, like it's off center. I see that. And I do know I can do better, but I liked it at the time. It looked good at the time, but whatever. And wallpaper, I had no idea where I wanted to go for wallpaper. I do end up keeping that type of brick style. Do I keep that? swatch, I might keep that swatch. And I know in houses I do keep everything pretty neutral when I do wallpapers and stuff. And I do have to say, the wall behind the staircase is not um, colored. It is just bare. Totally didn't even think about moving the stairs away, adding the wallpaper and going back in, but whatever. Now we're moving on to the dining room. I do use the same chair swatch from the kitchen just to tie everything in. And here I'm just trying to figure out the placement of where I wanted the dining room chairs and table to be. And while I'm looking for flowers and stuff, you're going to see me pick up a bunch of different type of flowers because I don't go through flowers often. I normally stick to the same two, which you will see in this build, but I do normally just go through the same two and it just stays like that. And to be honest, I did keep those lights still there while I added new lights over it. You could just go in and delete those, that's fine. I know this house is somewhere in like the $100,000 range because I did not hold back on pricing, but it's fine, whatever. If you want to download it, it's up on the gallery. And look, there we are, there are my cats again. The orange one, his name is Pineapple, and the gray one, his name is Pancake. Oh, and the two flowers that I did put next to those cats are the two flowers that I am talking about being all over the place, and I use them all the time. Now I'm just trying to figure out what I wanted to do for the walls, and here I'm moving on to the laundry room. I had no idea how to find the washer and dryer for the longest time. I started searching through things, searching for it, ended up finding it, and I like how it turned out. I do end up moving one of them over to the left. Whatever one is on the right now, I do end up moving to the left. And I put like a basket type of thing in here, but like I did want a rug, but it didn't work. That basket thing, wanted that there, and that's fine. Um, so in my head, I knew that I needed to put in more laundry day stuff, like a bunch of like usable baskets that I could put into the washer dryer type of thing, but I didn't. I did put a basket into this bathroom right here, but I don't know if it's actually one of the usable ones, but it's there. None of the other rooms have it, not even the two bedrooms that I have upstairs and the bathroom I have upstairs. But it's fine. It's whatever. Gotta deal with it anyhow. Now I'm just trying to figure out what I want to put on the wall, and after I figure that out, we are moving on to the living room. I do save the backyard and everything for the end, because I don't really typically build backyards. It's not something I typically do, so that was also a challenge for me. So here, I'm just trying to figure out what I wanted to do for the couching. I did want to make sure that I had enough room for the Sim to walk by, so I believe that's usable because I do have the door to the backyard right there. Didn't know that I want a fireplace. I do realize now that that TV is a little bit too high up, and I could have dropped it down, but it's whatever. If you want to move it, it's there. You can do it. Now, I love coffee tables. My house right now typically does not have a coffee table, but I do love coffee tables. Like every single one of my builds will have somewhat of a coffee table, whether that's with the TV sitting on it or just in there like it is right there. And at this moment in time, I was watching a build from Simsie, I believe, and she was talking about chess tables, and I was like, ooh, I should put wood in there. That'd be fun. So I did. So there you go. Your sim got some skill building right there. What's one way that you get your Sims to easily skill up? I know with me with a cooking skill, I make them watch the cooking channel on TV all the time. And in the living room for the wallpaper, I wanted to use a wallpaper I haven't used before, but that doesn't end up happening. I end up using like the same wallpaper I use all the time. This front entryway drove me insane because I had no idea what I wanted to put. I didn't know how to like put all that space in one area. Like I had so much space and I didn't know what to do with it. So as you can see, I did put that grand piano there. Don't know if you can actually get to it. If you can, great. If you can't, sorry about it. And I just wanted to put like a couch and a lamp there because why not? Front entryway needs to have something welcoming. Maybe they could sit in it, take off their shoes, put it here next to the coat rack, an umbrella, put all their stuff down. It's very easy. Once we leave this area, I believe we do go upstairs and we move on to the upstairs bathroom. Do I keep that rug? The way it looks, I do keep that rug, but I'm not entirely sure. And right now I'm trying to look for something else to put over there, but I think I just end up leaving it. Oh no, I take it. Okay, I love the wall hanging stuff from Strangerville. Honestly, when I have more than one bathroom in a house, I get bored of it. Like, I just keep copying and pasting what I'm doing right now, just adding everything back upstairs from the downstairs. And this one, so it does have 1.5 bathrooms. On the gallery it does say 2, but that's fine. I do end up getting rid of that shelving thing. I don't like it, as you can see. That I don't remember what I keep. Do I keep that? I think I do. I love this basket. That is super cute. I absolutely adore it. And I'm just cluttering up the bathroom a little bit, and then I think we are moving on to the small, tiny little office space that I have, I think. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, lights. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, the office, I believe. Yeah, here we are. Now, don't clock me for this, but like, yeah, I know. The office is super tiny and super weird shaped. You could only fit in a computer, desk, and a bookshelf, but like, do you really need anything more in one? And I don't like my desks fairly cluttered. Like, my desk right now has a bunch of stuff on it, but that's because I'm rearranging some stuff in my room so I can make room for what I'm doing. So all you see is a lamp, pencils, and a file thing because I have files on my desk and it's fairly simple. And that's literally my whole entire office space. This room I do make into a teen room. Um, when I was doing it, my whole head was like, yeah, these are neutral colors. You can totally make this a boy or girl's room. Like, but now that I'm looking at it while doing this voiceover, it's kind of like a boy's room. It's literally a boy's room. You can't get by it. Um, Now I'm just trying to figure out what type of things I wanted on the walls. And I do put the walls to a blue color, I believe. And I think I don't add a computer, I just add some like desk stuff. If they need to use the computer, they do have to go to the office. But I do leave it open so you can certainly add a computer if you want. I know a lot of people do like cluttering up their houses and making sure that everything has stuff on it, but I'm not that type of person. I do like things to be fairly clean looking. I don't like a lot of clutter. And so I do leave that teen room snapping into place with some objects as well as this room. Like, I don't think I put much into this room other than the necessities as well as some plans to make it lively and some hangings. I do return back to this corner with those same chairs, but I did want to put like a mirror, kind of like a vanity section. So like, I don't know what type of person I thought would live in this part of the house. Like, obviously, not obviously. Don't assume, Dustin. You're rude if you assume. So like, someone who does like to look at themselves in the mirror and make sure that they do look good. So whatever type of person you want to live in this house, you certainly can. I do end up adding two lights. That one light's weird hanging over the bedroom, not the bedroom, the bed like that. You can certainly move it, exchange it out. I don't think this room actually does need to. And wow, there's actually a lot in this build that I'm actually not that proud of. Like right here, this deck, those chairs are super separate from each other. You can certainly move that, but whatever. And here I had no idea what to do. Like this landing area, I do end up making it into like a second living room, like a hangout spot for maybe the teenager boy and his friends to hang out. Or if the teens are downstairs, parents can certainly hang out up here. That's basically another. I shove another bookcase in that corner. I use the same kind of type of bookcase all over the place because I had those random like cutouts and I had no idea what to do with them. But it's whatever. And that's a giant wall. I needed to put something there. I do put a little end table right here. I hope you can get through it. I think you can. Do the dimensions look right? But it's whatever. It's fine. Once we're done with this, we go into my least favorite part of the whole entire build, and that is the backyard. Me personally, I do love planting in The Sims. I love the gardening skill. I love that you can just sell all of the stuff, so I did put 3 planters right there. I originally did want to put like seeds there or possibly even plants, but I could only get seed packets and I couldn't put them on the beds, so I just left it like that. You know, you guys should know how to get seeds. If you don't, just go to the computer and purchase seeds on the order click. And I not like I said, not a fan of backyard, so I keep it simple. I add a pool, the flowers, the outdoor chair, the grill. Here I'm trying to put a swing set in, and I do put a clothesline from Laundry Day, and I did want the monkey bars, but I didn't do it. And I think we're wrapping up on the build, so if you did enjoy this, please click like and subscribe, comment down below what you liked about it or what you think I could have done differently. And thank you so much for checking out my channel, and I hope you have a great day, a great week, and a great weekend. Bye, everybody.